If you're looking for professional day trading education and high quality trade analysis and dissection, you've come to the right place. My name is Pat Mitchell. I've been a professional trader for the past 11 years, and I'm here to do exactly that. Give you guys professional day trading education all here for free on YouTube and on X. And I have got an absolute banger for you today, 150% trade on SPY, all within the first hour, exactly 1 hour to the penny, to the dot. Let's get right into it here, folks. I'm going to tell you the trade plan, my entries, my exits, the P&L, all of that good stuff. And now that we are into the trades, let's get into it. So it was a real nice day. And the trade plan on this was to either take it long or take it short, depending on first directional pick. Now on SPY was definitely a main watch because what we had here was an extremely protected support level. And I've talked about this a lot on my channel. And these are the types of trades that I definitely like playing with at the beginning. And then once it actually gets into that level, I'm all over it, man. So market opens up. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit here because it went absolutely ballistic. So I want you guys to be able to see the actual trade and trade idea. Now, please keep in mind, if you're just joining me and this is the first time viewing, these levels that you see, all of these blue levels aren't signaling low of day or high of day or anything. Those are the levels that are placed prior to the market open at 9 a.m. every single morning. And then I develop a trade plan, long and short. Nothing catches us off guard once the market opens. I've got a plan for everything. Even if it fails, I have a management strategy on that. But all of this is done prior to the market opens. So the market opens, and even though like a lot of the time we want a lot of distance coming into a level, it just increases your odds. But because of the level of protection, when you look at this level here, we have the previous close, which is obviously a strong level in itself. Then we have the 20 SMA. So we have a major daily average, moving average that we've gapped up over. And we also have other resistance on the daily, plus pre-market support. You could tell it was riding that. So we have multiple pieces of the puzzle around and surrounding this level. And then the trade plan is to basically execute as soon as it comes into that level. And that's what I did. So market opens up, it dips down, execute. When it pops back up, I pay myself. When it starts making its way down, execute again. Pops up a little, I pay myself. It's always about executing, paying yourself. Executing, paying yourself. Get in, get out, get in, get out. You don't have to clear the full position off, but that's how you're already racking in profit before it even makes its move. Because if it does fail, number one, it limits your risk. Okay. So it limits your risk. You've already locked in. And if it fails, it's going to counteract that loss. So let's say you're in a trade and you've entered and exited 1 or 2 times, right? And you've locked in $100 or $50, whatever the P&L is, but you still have a few contracts left while you're waiting for your proper entry coming into the actual level. Well, if it does want to fail, you've already locked in $100. So when it fails, and let's say it's a $200 loss at the end of it, well, that profit then kind of kicks back 50% of that. So you really only lose $100. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Like, it's just a way to manage that position and manage that risk. And I'm going to be working on over the coming months the full management strategy for people to watch and actually implement into their trading. Like, for those that don't know, I have a strategy for everything. You're going to see these jokers out there. All they're going to give you is an entry strategy, like how they enter. That is such a small portion of how a professional day trader trades. It's that much. That's it. There's way more to it. There's an entry strategy, an exit strategy, a sizing strategy, a risk strategy, and a management strategy. And that's what we offer at Trick Trades. I offer all of this, and it's included in the price of membership. Nothing's an upsell, everything's there. And this is why we have the success that we do, because there's literally nothing that the market can throw at us that catches us off guard. We know what the market's going to do in a million, well, maybe not a million, that's definitely an exaggeration, but probably 10 different scenarios. So no matter what the market wants to do that morning, we're prepared. It doesn't matter. The market, like that trade can fail and we'll still be green on that. And that's really important. And you need to think about it from a long-term perspective. And a lot of new traders don't, because they're just trying to make money. But the problem with that is, at some point, if you actually get good, you've never prepared for when you are a full-time trader and your family, not only just you, but your family relies on you to pull in money to pay the bills. Remember, when you become a professional trader, it's still a long road to start racking in huge money consistently. Now, remember that. That's the key word here. I'm talking about doing this the rest of your life, not make, 100 grand, then lose fucking 200 grand, right? I'm talking about consistency. So we need to prepare for this type of stuff and how we trade for when we're trading with more size, as well as when we're actually doing this full time and your family relies on you. You have to be locking in. You have to be pulling in profit. You have to be paying those bills, because there's nobody else that's going to do it. Like, for those of you that might be contractors out there, like you can kind of understand this concept, but with trading is far deeper than just that. Like, when you're a contractor, when you don't get work, or when you're not working, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. You're not paying the bills, right? See, some people that may have a 9 to 5 job where they can show up sick, they can show up and not give a shit. They might not, and I'm not saying everyone that has a job like that, not everyone won't understand. But what I'm getting at is, when you are a contractor, you might understand a little bit more, but it's that to the 10th degree, because it's not like you can just go out and pick up a contract or something, go pick up a job. This is it. This is your fucking job. And you have to focus, and you have to be good, and you have to be disciplined, and you have to keep pushing to get better. So at the beginning, when you're not making a lot of money, but you are a professional trader, right? You're not going to make millions of dollars off the bat. It takes years to develop that, to do it right. Now, remember, when I'm talking about things, I'm talking about doing things properly, like actually professionally, not some gambler that made $1 million. They'll fucking lose it. Guaranteed they will. They all do, right? I've seen people come and go in this game so many fucking times, because most people are just gamblers that get into this shit. Well, I'm not a gambler. I do this methodically and with intention in every move that I make, because I have a lot of people that rely on me, not just family, but I have friends as well as, I know I'm going off on a whole fucking tangent here, but I've got a lot of people that rely on me. I don't want to ever let them down, right? So I have to continuously do my job, just like you do, right? So it's one of those things that I think a lot of traders, when they're first getting into this, they just really don't fucking think about. And I'm here to tell you these types of things, that you should be thinking about them now, because it's only going to prepare you for the future. So finally, back into the actual trade here. Once it comes into that level on this red candle, I enter, and that's where I'm applying pressure, because if it fails, that 20 SMA is like right there, right? Like, there's very little risk in this trade. So I can utilize size and actually apply pressure in it. So it comes down into that. This green candle opens up, dips right into that level, smoke that entry, hammer some size in, and then off to the races. This thing shot straight up, and I got my absolute target as it was coming up into this trend. And that's it. From entry to target. I'm not looking for more in this, guys, at all. So I locked in $16,750 in this trade, all within 1 hour, which is roughly, from entry to exit, 150%. And I can teach you how to do that. So if you want that, if you want to work with someone that is not only a professional, but can actually teach, can educate, and coach, come to tricktrades.com. If you don't want to, that's okay. If you want to try and do this on your own, just remember it takes a rare and special individual to do this on their own. And that's not a knock against people. That's the facts. It will take you a very long time to do it on your own. How much time do you have? That's up to you. But if you don't want to join, cool, all good. Continue to enjoy my free content, but you do have to like and you do have to subscribe. I think it's a very fair trade-off. And I would like to hope the people that are actually viewing my videos are good people that aren't takers and vultures. So therefore, if you're not a taker, you have to be a giver and you have to like and subscribe. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you learned something. Adios, folks. See you tomorrow.